Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Brazil. So as usual, before we start playing, I want to answer some comments, or this time it's going to be one comment about tourism this time. It's about how we get this number here when our actual tourism per turn is only like 165 and our multiplier is 69%. So of course, when we increase the 165 by 69%, we are nowhere near this number. Well, this number is just like an indicator for a player how much this bar is increasing in average per turn when you calculate together the regular gains plus flat yields. How we get this number exactly? We have to check the modifier. So we have 69% bonus specifically with Arabia, and then there is the top number 1390. I'll get that in a second. First, the multiplier. The 69% is added every turn to the tourism per turn, so that's like 110 extra, I think. So we are around 270 every turn regularly from tourism per turn. And on top of that, we are gaining some extra tourism when when the great person is born, when our unique ability procs, when we finish certain buildings. And the game keeps track of these flat yields and calculates an average from last certain amount of turns. I'm actually not sure what the exact amount of turns is, or if it's certain amount of turns, or if it's since the start of the current era. But it creates like an average from certain amount of turns, and that's the number 1390 in this case. And when you take 1390 and add that 270 and a little bit to that, then we are pretty close to 1668. So I think if you did the math exactly, you would get 1668. So that's how this number is created, but this number is not added every turn to this one. This is just an average information, just information for a player, how much in average this is increased every turn. But if you wanted to know how much tourism exactly you gained in last turn, you would have to check this number on one turn, then end the turn, and check it again at the start of the next turn. That's the only way how you get how much tourism you exactly gain in that given turn. It's not like you gain this every turn exactly. So I hope this is somewhat understandable. I am not sure myself about how exactly this works. I never needed to like really understand every bit of the math that's behind these numbers. For me, what is important is to have an idea how quickly this bar is rising, which I know thanks to this number. But the exact amount that this number is increased every turn varies very significantly based on what you like complete at the given turn. If, for example, as Brasilia, when our golden age starts and we get, I don't know, finish what is it that gives flat tourism? I think zoos. When you finish 5 zoos on the same turn and 3 great people are born, then the exact gain is gonna be tens of thousands. So as I said, this is just an information for a player in average how much we are gaining. Okay, fine. I think it was more than enough. Let's start playing. Off camera, I made one change only. I bought a cargo ship so that we can finally get that quest from Antwerp done. The other one, where's the other one actually? What do they want? Oh, who gets the most tax? We should be able to win that, I think. We'll be getting a scientist in 5 turns, so we'll use that for science as well. That should maybe even give us combustion. I'm not sure if it's gonna be enough to get all the way, or if you're gonna be only a few turns away from combustion, but I actually think that we will get combustion, and that's where we get access to oil, so we should be able to buy airplanes pretty soon. I'm aware I need oil for aircraft, but We should have that quite soon. It's just gonna be about how long it's gonna take to our workers to get the oil. And of course, if we have the oil at all. That's one question that we don't know the answer for. But so far, we managed to find all the strategic resources. So hopefully it will be somewhere. We have desert here. And the problem would be if there is oil only in the sea, then we would have to wait for refrigeration. Unless, no, they didn't change it. We would have to wait for refrigeration, and I may even be forced to like switch the plan from combustion to refrigeration before ballistics, but that can wait. We first need to get combustion. Okay, and the turn. And what I can do, I can actually check the exact amount of tourism that we're gonna have next turn, because I remember the numbers. So we should be, or the number that 1668 that I said that it's not added every turn. If that was added every turn, then we would be on like 110,000 at the start of this turn. And when we check that, currently we are at 99, 90, 52. So we are on 98, 488, I think, at the end of the previous turn. So if you add 1668 to that, you should be over 100,000. We are not. So you can see that this is just an information. This is not exact number that's being added. Okay, fine. So what did we get? Culture, influence, science. We got an engineer that will just sit in the capital for a while, I guess. Then oh, the quest was from the engineer. Okay. Bismarck made peace with Lhasa. That's because we managed to take over, and we managed to steal technology from Mecca. That's actually great. I guess I'll take combustion, because that's worth more than flight at this point. What's the difference? Like 2,000? And this gives us the answer about oil that is in the desert. 7 oil. Do we have more somewhere? Oh, we have oil here as well. Okay. How much is this one? We can't really count on this one. It's just too easy to pillage. And also this one is quite easy to pillage, but you should be able to defend it at least, well, for some time. How much is that? 7. So we can like rely on 7 oil that is almost impossible to pillage. Then another 7 that we would have to fight for, and then 4 eventually that I don't want to rely on. Is there anything else around our borders that we could potentially grab? This coal is tempting. Could maybe get the... Well, we don't have generals, never mind. But the citadel here to steal incense and coal. Well, we don't need the coal, but if we needed it, that would be an option. And I don't see any oil unless I missed something. Well, there is oil here. Arabia will probably have quite a lot of oil. How much is this? 7. But no, I don't think I want to steal from Venice. As long as we can defend 14 oil, we should be fine. So, workers, you will stop doing whatever you're doing. And do we have someone here who's not too busy? 4 turns, 2 turns. Okay, fine. Let's just finish this railroad here, then we're gonna start working on this oil. Fortify. We can't upgrade Zeppelins. Oh, wait, we need to get flight, then we'll be able to upgrade Zeppelins again. Okay, fortify everything. And the cargo ship goes to Antwerp. And Antwerp. Yes. Engineer. 4128. Is it higher than it was last time? I thought the last engineer... Wait, we can... This order will help production on the city's current effort. Every owned manufacturer you have created increases the amount of production gained by 20%. It consumes the great percent. So I think there's some base yield that's increasing every turn, and then that yield is increased by 20% by manufacturer. So it is going up slowly. And changes drastically when you get a manufacturer. Okay, fine. So now I kind of understand how the engineers work. I wasn't sure before how exactly those yields were calculated. Now, is there anything else? We got an artist. There really isn't much for us to do. We just need to keep an eye on our neighbor here, and that's it basically. Ooh, Delhi is under attack. Well, that's something I may have to stop. Open borders. I will buy open borders. And we're gonna use our zeppelins. 1, 2, 3. How many are we gonna need? It's 3 so far. This is 4. We can use the Lancer. And we need 1 more unit. Okay, let's send the Gatling gun. And we're just gonna sit around the city, make sure that it's impossible for Arabia to send a melee unit into the city to take it. He might be able to take the city down to 0, but he'll never be able to capture it. That's the important part. Because I thought he would take Mumbai very easily, then the city is gonna be captured at some point as well. This is actually going slower than I expected, but I think now he's gonna focus on it a lot more. But I thought that then he'll just stop, peace out. If he wants to take Delhi, that would be a problem for us, and I definitely can't let that happen, so that's why I'm sending units now. Maybe I should have done it here. Well, can't do anything about it at this point. Did we pay for the broadcast tower? We did. Okay, go. Just hope I'm not... Whoa! Did not expect that. I'm quite curious how his corvettes are gonna do against a city with strength 106. How much money do we have? More than enough. Actually, the Gatling guns are not doing that much. I expected a lot more from them. Also, the Corvette probably has like 140 hit points at this point. Lights down. He would have to send a lot more than that, especially when Lhasa actually is also helping. He might even go for a Lhasa instead of Fortaleza, then we would have to help Lhasa somehow, and I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that. But this should give us a general. Yeah, easily. What is this? Trade route to Antwerp. How did we get so many things? I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just surprised, because the reward should have been just the food. What the hell? looks like we completed 3 different quests. I just don't see what. Special agent, robbed treasure in Mecca. Yeah, I'll take it. How much money does he have, by the way? 0. So we managed to steal everything. Do we have a spy in our capital? I'm getting nervous. We do. Trade will establish. Oh, okay. Those were different quests. Sydney recognized great artist. Sydney seeks a great. Come on! Can't you just start the quest 1 turn earlier? There was foreign bureau. We could try that. Oil. We are working on that already. We had construction project. So we did complete 3 different quests. Enemies near. It really surprised me that Denmark tried this. Sphere of influence. How many votes does Greece have? 10. So if he really wants to get the sphere of influence, he will get it. I can't do anything against that. Budapest. Who is the ally of Budapest? Denmark. So they probably want to give Germany that alliance. How many votes does Denmark have? 4. Germany is winning here. So 1 vote, just to suck up to Germany a little bit. 1 vote for our proposal. I want the World's Fair. And everything else against Greece. And I think Germany should be able to get this. Take the alliance away from Denmark. We should get World's Fair. And here it depends on, excuse me, how much Greece cares about Budapest. If they will use some votes against Germany. And also how many people care about Antwerp. Actually, I don't think that. Also depends how many people wants to prevent Germany from getting their alliance. It's possible that actually these 2 don't pass. And it's only World's Fair that passes. Let's see. 14 turns, go for it. Here, 13,000. Sure. Boom. That was 20,400. So we are now on 46,000 points. And we are 16 turns away from the next Golden Age. So the next Golden Age, when it starts, that's going to be pretty insane amount of money. Now, go. I have to have units around the city on every single tile because Arabia, of course, is bombarding the city with siege weapons that have longer range, and they have bombers, so I can't like prevent him from hitting the city. All I can do is just prevent him, or try to prevent him from taking the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the 6th unit? 4, 5. There should be that Zeppelin somewhere in this one. Go. Next. Probably most likely going to lose the cargo ships. Harald declared on Alexander. Harald, what was it? Did he declare on someone else? No, just Alexander. You want sugar. I don't want to give you sugar. Let's check demographics. Is he still so unhappy? Now Denmark is super unhappy. Harun al-Rashid did what? Stole some of my land. Oh. That was rude. don't think I can do anything about it. Oh, and I might not be able to do anything about this either. I could try to be a jerk, just block tiles here, eventually get there if the rifleman just got too low. But if he plays it well, then Delhi is just gone. Okay, what is the result of the Congress? Failed. Failed. Okay, so people were voting against, and World's Fair passes. So let's check once again. Manufacturing, we are first. Hopefully it's gonna be enough. World's Fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be all. Good. And he pulled back. Well, I thought that he'll at least try to attack the city when he declared war. How long? 2 turns. Hopefully he'll be able to get that artifact before Denmark gets unit to Vilnius. Definitely want to look this tile now. 45, 45, 45. You are done, so let's go here. That's gonna take a while. Then Rio is getting more people. Okay, so it seems that all the specialists that we want to work are now being worked. We want work service because that will give us another diplomat slot. And then I think there are like 2 more buildings with specialists, then we can just start locking tiles. Also, I'll have to redo the assignments here. Can I lock it? No, I have to reset it. Don't want to work the lake, it's actually pretty weak. And this tile is gonna be quite bad soon. So we have 2 people. Should be probably doing something else. Okay, fine, let's just log some engineer slots. Proposals. Someone is definitely gonna propose travel ban. I could try to sanction Arabia, I think, at this point. We don't care about Denmark. Problem is that Germany would be unhappy, and Venice would be unhappy for some reason. If I try to sanction Denmark, that's the same thing. I'm looking for like a neutral proposal, really. I don't think we want global war games. What about international games? It's a lot of tourism. Free great person. Tourism increase. Everybody would be grateful. Yeah, sure. That's a nice bombardment range. Go. Let's keep an eye on this siege. I hope that these riflemen just take too much damage and will give me opportunity to take these tiles. Something like this. Okay, now block this tile, this one, this one. Where's that Zeppelin? Oh, that was a mistake. Actually, did he destroyed a cargo ship? Ah, maybe it was worth it. And we have a great diplomat. Then let's check Biblos. There's not much embassy available. I have to be careful. I have to control him manually. I don't want to run into some Danish ships. I think I'll just wait until the end of this war. Why is he going for Indian City? Defensive pact with Greece. Actually, Denmark is at war with quite a few people though. I think he will take Vilnius. Let's get our artifact. Wellingtonian or Vilnian. Doesn't really matter. Let's take Vilnian, whatever. And how is world project? 13%. Wow, that's pretty slow. Seems like no one really cares about it. I'm the only one building it. If I'm the only one building it right now, then we are building up production way more than anyone else, so that should guarantee us gold. Ideology adopted. Arabia adopted order. Well, they couldn't take freedom, so I guess order was the next logical choice. I was still hoping that they would take freedom as well, and somehow that would prevent future wars between us. But he understands that the only way to win is to declare on us, try to destroy us. So it's logical he goes for a different ideology. Now, do we have enough tags queued up all the way to refrigeration? Yeah, we do. Boom. One turn away from ballistics. Ballistics is gonna help. Railroad. It's pretty fast. Let's try to hide under that ship. 45, 45, 45. 27. This is bad. Whatever. I don't think we have our own artifact yet, so let's grab one. How long until we get the oil? 10 turns. Come on, just one turn. Make a mistake and give me access to this tile. Nope. Maybe next turn.
Men like bullets go farthest when it's smoothest. This is what...
How does it look like tech-wise? 56, 59. How did we get so far ahead? Well, I managed to steal a tag, then we popped an engineer, then we're gonna pop another engineer in 7 turns. Can't steal from Arabia. But we'll stay there. Another spy that will go to one of the city-states. Which one? We have a spy in Sofia. I'll get to the spy in a second. More policies, or tenants rather. Okay, I'll go for those 3 hospitals. Anything in level 1 that we might be interested in? Not really. I mean, draft registration maybe. I think I'll try to get those hospitals. I'm intentionally avoiding universal suffrage. And the finest hour. Combat strength of cities increased by 33%. Well. Well. Well, let's go with finest hour actually. Kind of like having super strong cities. 132 for fertilizer. That's a lot. Boom. It's like 70 damage. 69. Ah, almost. So close. We want the embassy here. So we can do... Here, this is the upgrade that we need. 400. Yep, we have enough money. 2, 3... We have like 17 Gatling guns. And we also can upgrade Zeppelins. Actually upgrade quite a few things. I think at this point I wouldn't mind war with Arabia. This is actually where we may have a chance to even take Anyar from him. So did I forget anything? Oh wait, there is one. So now it should be one Gatling gun that's around Delhi, and we have 2 Zeppelins up there. Now we finally have access to AA guns, but can't build them without what? Without military academy. Let's queue up military academy. %. It's pretty slow. I thought that the AIs will try to fight for it, but it seems they're just completely ignoring it. What are we gonna build here? Don't really have any options. This is gonna be a horrible tile unless I send the engineer and just get the manufacturer here. Whatever. Come on, pull back. Pull back. Well. What is he constructing? The motherland calls. Choose host. I guess this time we should probably try to suck up Germany. And just out of curiosity, how long until we can get bazookas? Yeah, mobile tactics. Didn't they move bazookas from nuclear fission? They definitely moved subs from penicillin. And they moved battleships, I think, from electronics. They shuffled it quite a bit. Of course, things like Sydney Opera House being moved from alternative energy down to satellites. Well, it probably is easier to check here. Modern era. I just wanted to make sure he doesn't have atomic theory yet. 56, 59. Okay, next. I want just to get my 6 AA guns and I think I'll be happy. How many votes did we get? 12? We would... No way. 12? He would get 21. He would... Oh, come on. I didn't do the math. Well, could have been the host. Didn't realize that Arabia had only 4 votes. Oh well. Let's lock all the engineers. Come on, India, send a unit into the city, something ranged, and help me here a bit. He's gonna take it. $91. So this turn, World's Fair will be completed. Should have probably checked what he was doing in Mecca. Oh, Magellan Call. So there's no way he beats us. Yeah, there's Crystal Palace. With another Golden Age. And he didn't even try. So he didn't even get the free social policy. Okay. So who got free social policy? Only 3 people. And no one even got silver. Wow. Oh, that's a surprise. At least the free social policy should be like automatic, that you just get those, not even 1,000 points. I'm not complaining. Maybe I am complaining that the AIs are a bit stupid. Let's get those railroads almost everywhere. Ooh, that hurt. But he's not gonna pillage the workboat. Okay, free social policy. Draft registration. We're gonna be buying units now. We are missing what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 social policies. I can check the trades once we are done with this episode. 1 agribusiness. Yeah, we want to get an agribusiness. Let's queue it up here. And what do we need if we want to buy bombers? Well, we need oil first. Military Academy. Military Academy. We have military academy here. Really? I can buy a bomber here? No. Oh, oil. Okay, so we do have military academy. 6 turns. This one is gonna take forever. What else do we need to build in the capital? Want to build a wire service. Want the agribusiness. We need minefield in the capital? Probably not. Minefield needs iron. But we want minefield here. Just trying to spend at least some of the money. And now we just need to wait for the oil and for the military academy so that we can buy those AA guns. Atomic theory in 3 with refrigeration so that we're gonna pay for stadiums. May even have the luxury of just be able to go for radar. We might even be able to get advanced ballistics before Arabia gets nuclear fission and just ban nukes before anybody gets them. That'll be like the dream scenario. Or the dream scenario would be that we build our nukes as much as, or as many as we can, and then ban them from anyone else. Okay, but I think we are done with this episode. Maybe one thing. We can fade by something. Don't think we really need fade by an artist. But we could definitely fade by a scientist and just really go crazy on science. So scientist now, then another scientist in 3. That's atomic theory, refrigeration, and I guess we can grab computers to get access to Bletchley. Just rush Bletchley. Then penicillin, electronics, telecommunications, and then we go to nuclear fission, advanced ballistics. I'll cancel the agribusiness for now. Okay, but well, that'll be in the next episode. We are done for today, so I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.